Hey everybody, it's John again. It's crazy. We're almost done with October already. I'm just finally getting to do some videos on some of my favorite horrible things. It's been a crazy month, a lot of work, and of course the Super 7 figures came along. Those kind of took up some of the time for this month. That could have been going to other things. But we're going to try to get to a couple of these. So if you follow my channel at all, you will know that I am a very big fan of the Friday the 13th series, and NECA has been doing some awesome figures of Jason, and this is the Part 2 Jason that I've picked up, and it's a great movie. Well, depends, you know, as a horror movie fan, it's a great movie, and it follows up on the first one. And here we have our Sackhead Jason on the side, NECA Real Toys, and on the back there's some promotional shots and a image from the movie of his mother, which I really hope that they actually release again a diorama set like this to fill out for those of us that didn't get it early on. And NECA does this great job of giving you a window display when you open up the package. Oh yeah, I forgot he came with the fire pit, which is great, and you can see everything that's inside. Another little promotional shot over here, and if you're an inbox collector, these are great items, and if you're not, well, now it's time to open them. So give me a second here and I'll get to this outside of the package. Well, okay, here we have our Jason out of the package, and I don't know, maybe you can see it, yeah. When I took him out of the package, he's wet. I don't know, there's some kind of like varnish all over him. His shirt's wet, his arms are wet, his back is wet. It looks like it's probably the material they use to make him a little bit shiny in some places. But it's weird that it's still freshly wet. It's all over my fingers. Hopefully it's not toxic. Other than that, let's take a closer look here at our Jason Voorhees Part 2. So for most of the movie, he wears this like burlap sack on his head with the one eye hole peeking through. So they did a pretty good job of pulling that off. And it definitely looks like there's something underneath, so good sculpting work. It's nice to see a thinner body type that was used, because the Jason wasn't quite so big and bulky as he was later. You can see the suspenders is a separate piece under the body, which is very detailed. Nicely painted. It's all blue and black. And then all the wrinkles and everything in here look great. He's a little grungy and dirty. Same with his pants, nice grunge and dirt on them, and down to his shoes, which even have a little bit of dirt on the bottom of them. It's a nice touch. His hands look dirty and grimy. There's a little bit of blood on this one. He's got a lot of cool details. Looks like he's got a little wound. So overall, he's a pretty cool, nice sculpted figure. Definitely the back of the pant leg here is really well done. So great job sculpting. One thing I have an issue with though is he's hard to stand up compared to the other ones, which I didn't have that issue with. Articulation wise, you can get some movement out of his masthead. Not a whole lot, but you can get some there. He's still leaking liquids though, which is weird. His shoulder does go up and down and around, so it's on a hinge. So you get some good movement there. He does have some rotation at his elbow and a bend there, and some rotation around his wrist, which is pretty good. And he does have some waist movement, so he's kind of bobbles and can swing side to side. It's hindered a little bit by, of course, his suspenders. Now at the hip, he does get a fairly good range. It's a ball and hinge thing going on here. You can force his leg up and back and get more of this liquid. Where did I put my leg? more of this liquid running down his leg. Seems like it's in the joints. And then his knees, you do have a single bend there, and they do rotate. And then he has rotatable feet. So it seems my problem with getting him to stand is that his feet don't want to be flat. Well, his body's straight up. Because his knees, I have like an automatic bend to them when they're straight. So I gotta lean him forward and then he'll stand up. That's kind of annoying, but it's not too terrible. At least he does stand up. Then he comes with a whole bunch of accessories, starting with the reveal of the unmasked head with his one eye sloping down, where he's got some deformities, the bald and patches of hair missing. This is really well done, and it looks very accurate to what they pulled off in the movie. The hair's really well done. You can see the individual chipping in his teeth. His eyes are painted well. There's a little bit of other shading colors on this thing. For the price point, it's pretty good. I wish we could see more paint applications like this from other toy companies. I mean, if NECA can pull this stuff off and still keep their pieces kind of cheap, I don't see why some other lines can't do the same thing with their paint jobs. This is pretty gruesome. It's pretty good. I'm kind of bummed out that I really like the sack head look, so I'll probably keep that on. This head will probably go in the box, but it's really nice. And then also, you have his decaying mama's head, Miss Pamela. It's got some nice details on her. And actually, mine is kind of furry, which is kind of odd. You can see her bottom row of teeth, closed eyes. She's been rotting for a while. Some piece of stuff hanging off of her. That's a good piece too. Another real paint application. Looks shrunken compared to the other head that there is in the series, but not too bad. Then we have this fire pit. Not a lot going on the bottom, but the rocks are nicely detailed and painted. There's a little bit of shine on them. The wood looks like wood, so they pulled that off. And then you have this piece of flame, and if you have a small little light, it's translucent. You could probably make that glow. And it looks like it only goes on really in one direction. And it all kind of fits together. So you get this little fire pit. That's a neat. Pitchfork he comes with. Nice shiny paint, nice silver paint, and some wear on it to make it a little bit rusty. And a bit of wood there. We have the pickaxe, which I'll probably display him with. That has some blood on the side. As you can tell, it's been used. Nice little knife. Again, silver painted. Nice little details. Even the rivets are silver. Same with this nice machete. It's nice. That's going to be my word for today. It's painted with some silver. It's got some blood detailing on it, and even a little bit of rusting paint added to it. And then there again, the rivets are done. Very well done. And we have the spear, which has some detailing, some little knots in it all the way down the side. So overall, these pretty cool pieces. I mean, it's Jason from Friday the 13th. What more can you say about the guy? It's a fun movie. It moves the storyline in a different direction from Pamela going crazy because she lost her son to her son somehow surviving and looking for revenge after seeing his mother get decapitated. To the floor with you, Pamela. Oh, she rolls pretty good. Anyway, that's a little quick one we have here. And if you haven't seen the Friday the 13th movies, I'd definitely watch them. At least the first couple. Yeah, they're a little bit older, and especially the first one. If you haven't ever seen the first Friday the 13th movie and you don't know what's going on, that's a good one to watch. And I watch it quite a bit, actually. It'd be cool if the sack was cloth, but I know they have a figure where that is, and it's an issue trying to keep that thing on. tied up all the time, so this works really well, and he'll look good on my Friday the 13th shelf that I have in the back of me. And that's really it for this gun. I really like the dirt on his jeans. It's great. He's cool. Geez, the detailing. The paint job is really good. NECA again. Their figures impress me a lot. I hope they keep coming. We need a Pamela and a young Jason for those of us that couldn't get the San Diego exclusives, and some more diorama pieces would be cool. And I still want some counselors, dang it. I've been saying that for a while. We need some camp counselors for him to do some carnage to. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. I will see you later. Subscribe, like, all that good stuff. What's your favorite Friday the 13th movie if you watch the franchise? Do you prefer the living Jason from the first few, the undead Jason from the last few, or the cyborg Jason that we ended up getting near the end? Let me know down in the comments, and I'll respond as I normally do, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.